Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. As I was floating down the Salt River yesterday, I got to see the beauty of Arizona's natural landscape and along with it, the pollinators that make it happen. This National Pollinators Week, June 17th to the 23rd, aims to highlight Arizona's diverse range of pollinators, including over 1,300 species of native bees, numerous insects, birds, butterflies, and bats that all make our unique ecosystem possible. Arizonans are encouraged to celebrate this week by going out into their yards and planting pollinator-friendly native flowers, building water or shelter stations for them, reducing light pollution, and generally avoiding the use of pesticides or chemicals that are toxic to pollinators. All these actions can help fight against the main threats that our pollinators face, like climate change, habitat loss, and invasive species. And I'm sure that if you want some assistance in finding how to play your part and what plant you need, Brian, you can help them out with that, right?
Absolutely, Xandra. And it's such a great idea and a good thought, because it's our diversity here that makes things so wonderful in our Sonoran Desert. And when we bring in all of our tropical and different plants, it's a lot of fun there. And we obviously have a need for all these pollinators in our gardens. And certainly a lot of fun. One thing I like watching get pollinated in my house is the cactus by the bats sometimes at night, or seeing the birds out there on top of the saguaro. So a lot of fun things here to see happen. And boy, we are fortunate to be in such a beautiful place. And what a great trip to go down the river yesterday with Dad. Sounds like a great Father's Day.
And happy
trip.
Father's Day. Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. Gardeners, the legend of George Washington and his cherry trees continues on after archaeologists have made a spectacular and unprecedented discovery of an underground cellar that was from the 18th century inside of his home. They discovered the cellar during an ongoing repair and renovation project of Washington's Mount Vernon Manor, and this cellar hadn't seen the light of day since it was originally sealed, likely before the American Revolution. It contained 35 intact bottles of berries from the time, 29 of them containing perfectly preserved cherries from over 250 years ago. Researchers with the U.S. Department of Agriculture have now extracted these cherries, and while the bottles are being dried and prepared for display, scientists will put the cherries under various scientific analyses and are excited to embark on this incredibly rare opportunity to study the 18th century agricultural environment, plantation methods, and the origins of American fruit from that time. Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. Gardeners, an Arizona couple has gotten their dream wedding paid for by the kindness of strangers, all thanks to a Chipotle order. It all started early last week when resident Erica Hernandez had her food delivered, and while only expecting to find her Chipotle in the bag at the door, when she opened it, she also found a heartfelt note that read, "I am delivery driving on the side so I can give my fiancé the wedding of her dreams, and any tips will go towards that." The card ended with his Venmo account on it. Hernandez felt moved and inspired by the note and not only tipped the delivery man, but also posted a TikTok showcasing the note in hopes that others would feel inspired to donate too. Fortunately for driver Paul Solbazian and his fiancée Allie, the TikTok went viral 2 hours later, reaching over 30 million viewers. Which is when his phone started blowing up with incoming donations and messages of congratulation from thousands of friendly strangers. He had been doing deliveries for the past 18 months, and within a week of this viral post, they had raised enough money for their dreams. I'm so happy to see such a positive result for this couple. And Brian, as someone who just booked a wedding for next spring, I know how expensive it can be, whether it's dreamlike or stripped back. I know we got a lot of friendly strangers listening here, but I am not suggesting anything. But it's a very heartwarming story, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. And it's good to hear it worked out well for him. Oh, Xandra.
Seriously, I'm not suggesting anything.
Xandra,
but
okay.
It is very funny that I just booked my wedding this weekend.
Well, you can certainly empathize It's a good thing.